Hey, if you enjoyed that little music in the beginning of the intro, that was me. You can go check out more of that on my channel, GBN6. I'll leave that link down below if you want to go check that out. But anyways, let's start off with the video. So your fat ass finally decided to get up and get down to business. Man, who the fuck you calling fat, punk ass nigga? I'm talking about your big baloney meat head ass boy. So the first step into starting your little clothing brand is coming up with a name. Coming up with a name can be easy or hard as fuck if you like me, who lacks creativity sometimes. So if you are like me, you can go to ChatGPT and get AI to do it for you. All you gotta do is just say a couple random phrases and voila, we got your name. Okay, and for step 2, you need to get your mock-ups, aka your blanks. And to find those, you can get some for free at the Brand Bible USA. You can buy some from Reno Studios. That's where I bought most of mine from. But you can find mock-ups and different blanks many other places. Those are just 2 of the places that I would recommend to go get you some from. And on to the next step. Step 3, we are finna get down to the design and stuff. So you can use many different things to design all your little stuff. You can use Photopia, you can use Photoshop, you can use Adobe Illustrator. There's a lot of different things you can use. But one thing I will say, if you're having trouble coming up with like designs or things like that, head over here to Pinterest. On Pinterest, there are many things you can look at. Pinterest has so many like little different things that I be using because you can draw your own designs if you want to, but you don't really have to. You can find many images and just edit them how you want to look like. You ain't got to do all that goddamn drawing. You're not goddamn Picasso, little nigga. All right, so you got your little design in your head made up. Now we finna go into the little design softwares. I already told you what those design softwares can be. Now that we're in here, we're gonna make your little design. So for me, I'm gonna just slap the name on there. I'm gonna put a little bit of pictures on there, and I'm gonna show you the finished product in a second. Okay, boom, and here's the final look of the little product I done made. Nice little t-shirt, you feel me, you feel me? And we're finna go on to the next step right now. With this step, you're gonna wanna make your fucking tech packs. With your tech packs, you can be as detailed as you like or use as little detail as you want. It don't fucking matter. It's up to you. Cause like nigga, you gotta get this right cause your manufacturers are gonna ask you a lot of different questions and then you don't wanna be looking at them puzzled and shit like that. So I'm gonna design up a little tech pack. You can copy this if you want to and whatnot, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and now you might be wondering, damn, that's a lot of motherfucking information. And hell yeah, it is. You're probably thinking like, where did I find all these different things and stuff like that? So let's go over to the blank/material little section. You can find all that little stuff real easy. All you got to do is just find like one of your favorite little brands that you want to. You can check them out. They'll have little details like that in their little section about their clothes. And now, for example, I got my little t-shirt details from Made Homerooms Tee. It has 239 GSM. You're probably wondering, what the fuck is GSM? Nigga, I can't really explain it that good, but it's basically however thick you want your fucking shirt to be. The less it is, the less thick it'll be. The higher it is, the more thick it'll be. You really don't want your shit to be too fucking high. It does make a huge difference, but you really don't need it to be that fucking high. Like for, let's say for a jacket, you want it to be in the range of 400 to 600. For a t-shirt, probably 200 to 300, maybe like that. It's all up to you, however you're designing your little stuff. And basically, you can see I got the 100% cotton, blah, blah, blah. You get all that little stuff off of just looking at that little shit. And the next thing you want to do, while we're also on here, you can find little size charts on certain websites too, from your favorite brands. Like me, I got my size chart from Made. All I did was copy down the numbers and that's it. You don't even have to do all that. But if you really want to come up with your like own little size chart, you can always buy like a little measure or something like that. Measure out your own clothing. You can do shit like that. But me, I'm too fucking lazy, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to copy. Okay, so now that we have all of that shit done and out the way, we're going to get your fucking first sample made. to get your first sample made, I would go to a manufacturer. You don't necessarily have to go to a manufacturer to get all that made. If you're doing something simple, you could just go to Walmart, buy a little Gildan shirt, get you a little heat press, blah, blah, blah. Do all that yourself. But if you got like specific stuff that you need made, you're going to want to go to a manufacturer. You can use the website Alibaba or the mobile app they got for it. It makes things real easy. I would suggest going to like a Chinese manufacturer or something like that. That's what I use. So when you go to the manufacturer, you're going to want to ask them these questions. You're going to want to ask them, what's their turnaround time? Their turnaround time is going to be shipping plus production included. You want to make sure you ask them about shipping and production. If you don't do that, you're going to be looking fucking dumb, because they can tell you, oh, it just takes 7 days. Meanwhile, production takes 2 fucking weeks. And when they say 7 days, they mean shipping. And that's how they're going to get your ass. So you want to make sure you ask them that little shit, or you're going to be fucked. And there's a lot of different questions you can ask. I'm going to add probably like a little text to look at, because I don't got my phone right now. I'm just saying all this shit off the top of the motherfucking dome. But anyways, when you get to talking with your manufacturer, you're going to want to send them all the little details. You want to make sure you also have like all your design shits in separate files, because they're going to want to ask for that. They're going to either tell you to send it to them through Alibaba or through email. That's all you want to do. And so, oh yeah, one thing I will say, when you're buying your shit, you're going to want to make sure that when you're paying for your stuff, you don't get fucking scammed. And you're probably thinking, what do you mean by that, Ja? When I say don't get fucking scammed, I mean don't get fucking scammed. When you're talking with your manufacturer, you want to ask some questions like, oh, can I do split payments or shit like that? They're probably going to tell you they can't do split payments for samples, but some might. So still ask them for that. But when it comes down to your bulk orders, making your big purchases, ask them, can I make split payments? Sometimes they do 50-50. Sometimes they do threes. You just want to make sure you do that. And you also want to make sure that you're constantly messaging them, either video calling them on WhatsApp, all type of stuff. You want to just make sure you're constantly checking up on the progress of the product, because them niggas could already be done with your shit, and they just sitting on their ass with your money, and you still just waiting and shit. That's why you gotta want to make sure you stay in contact with your manufacturer, always checking up on them. Make sure you do split payments, because if you don't, you might get scammed. And yeah, that's all it really is. Okay, so now you finally have your first samples in your hand. What you're gonna do, I forgot to mention this earlier, but you're gonna want to have Instagram or TikTok, Facebook, whatever. Gonna want to take pictures of your clothing, make tons of videos. That way you can get your advertising done and shit like that. And then another thing you're gonna need for your brand is a website and an LLC. An easy way to get your LLC is to go to things like Taylor Brands. They can set up all your little LLC stuff for just like about $250, I remember. But yeah, you're gonna want to need stuff like that, because that deals with like tax and all that stuff like that, so you don't get the IRS on your ass. But anyways, if this video was helpful for you, go ahead, like, follow, subscribe. I'm gonna link down that Discord in the description for you. They got a lot of good information, tips, and a lot of folks up in there that can help you with your brand and whatnot. But yeah, it's been your boy Ja, teaching you little niggas how to start up a clothing brand.
Just wanna duck down, then hurt my feelings from, yeah. And the first time I gave my heart to, yeah. I'm on a flight now, gonna get back to, yeah. Wanna see me